Hey, this is Mao. We are Nightlights, and you're watching The Climb.
Lately I feel lost, forgetful mind, regretful thoughts. They eat away my soul. Peculiar taste with a heavy tone. My body becoming somebody else. I needed to hold up.
So the story goes as follows. We all went to school in Boston together. We studied music, and the first week, Doug flew in basically from Norway, and he coincidentally met Yusuke, but Yusuke wasn't one of the first couple members of the band. We met the first week of school, and just became really good friends. We both had this dream of making a band that was kind of what you're listening to, hopefully, if you're listening to us. And we just started talking about it. We met our third participant. His name is Jeff. He's not here tonight, unfortunately. But he became the bassist through lots of convincing. I think he was the biggest skeptic out of all of us. And eventually, through just trial and error, we met Yusuke. And I think that the nationality was kind of like a cool side thing, but it was never like, wait, you're Japanese, get in the band. And like, wait, you're Norwegian, all right, you're in. It wasn't a requirement. But it was very coincidental that, we kind of touched base in the passion of music for the band. So
I guess so. I remember like the first time we got together in a little rehearsal space, and it's basically just I started playing some of the guitar. Me and Jeff kind of caught onto it. It's like very much a jam kind of scenario, And from there, we kept doing that for a while, and then got a bit more structured, starting actually writing together. A lot of the first stuff was a lot of times like Mao came in with just like an idea on acoustic guitar or electric guitar, or either way. Yeah, and the Hit the Water was, I think, the first. But now we're kind of working a little differently, trying new ways of writing and stuff like that. Even just like kind of the production, kind of producer approach, I guess. Like sit together in a room and just write. But yeah, that's kind of how it started and evolved and still is evolving.
yeah, Felicity just came out. So we're very intentional about our songwriting. We think that there's more to write about than love. And not to put anything bad on love. Love is awesome. But
we write about love too, yeah?
we write about love too, but it's just we're not limited to that. Right. Oh, right. It's the day after Valentine's Day. That's funny. So the whole album is called Good, Better, All Right, which I kind of saw as the catchphrase of people that are depressed. And the whole album is about depression and kind of shining a light on depression and kind of hopefully taking away the stigma on depression being this kind of like, well, it is a really dark hole, but you can build a community around it and hopefully get out of it together. And so that's kind of what the album is about. It's about the process and the cycle of what I think depression, at least my experience with depression, has been. And yeah, so we wanted to just talk about it. Every song has kind of its own moment in the cycle of depression, starting off with a song that we're going to open with tonight. It's called Things We Used to Know, which is going to be the next single coming out on the 23rd. And then it ends on Shades of Rain, which is kind of an acceptance of kind of like, hey, things are going to be good, things are going to be bad. There's going to be a lot of shades, not necessarily good or better or worse. It's just part of life. So that's going to be coming out sometime in March, I believe, and you can expect a very emotionally charged but digestible album.
Definitely.
Digestible indeed.
I remember the first time we came up with the concept of the EP, we were talking about how social media affects the state of happiness, and that was the beginning for the whole concept of the EP. Felicity is Felicity in Spanish, felicidad. Felicidad is happiness, right? All right, I'm gonna let you take it over.
All right, so Felicity is about happiness, basically. We thought that it was kind of clever to Felicity is a female name, and it's kind of the pursuit of happiness, the pursuit of this woman named Felicity, and so. Basically Felicity, the name of the girl is the what is it? Personification.
Yeah, that's right.
Of there it is. That's a word that you're missing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a personification of happiness, and so it's kind of like this pursuit of this girl, but it's also kind of like you can choose to be happy, and depending on your scenario and whatever, and you can choose to pursue this woman if you want.
Or not. No?
Or not. But yeah, so it was more of like a clever play on the name Felicity, and felicidad being happiness, and just the pursuit of happiness. Just how it feels so when you like someone and you just keep looking at them across the room, it feels like there's like galaxies between you, and it just feels like no matter how much you try to encourage yourself, you can't really move yourself in space. So it's kind of that analogy, but it's not that serious. I mean, it's just kind of like a cute image. But I think in general, like at least for me, and when I talk to these guys, because I take point in songwriting, we really want to talk about topics that are not easily just like, I guess, spoken about, like depression or like pornography or like just anger and hate and all this, hate, love, all this stuff that I think everyone feels but is kind of a taboo to speak about. There's this I just want to talk about it, and so we kind of, I tell them the concept of the song. They're like, yeah, let's do that. That's really cool, and we try to figure out a way to make it so that people aren't like, talking about religion again, or like, politics or party shots. We want to keep it something that like somebody could really be in a party and be like, hey, the song rocks, and then when they listen to the lyrics, be like, oh man, like this has content, like this is something I want to talk about, or not, or you could just be completely oblivious and enjoy the song.
You can find us on Instagram, We Are Nightlights, at We Are Nightlights, and Facebook, facebook.com/We Are Nightlights. Twitter, Nightlights without the I, because it's not about us, it's about you. Only on Twitter, but yeah.
My name is Doug.
My name is Yusuke.
My name is Mao.
We are Nightlights, and
You just been buzzed.
Take my hand to take control. I'm pulling back beyond my scope.